Yo, Blue here. Before I start the summary for the week 2, I want to say basically this was a filler week. Nothing important, nothing really relevant, but I do have some notes. Some problems that I keep struggling with. First and most important is my sleep. I can't really sleep when I want to, and I go to bed really late. Really late. And yeah, usually around 3 4 a.m. So that was a big problem. It got a bit better at the end of the week, but I'm still struggling with that. Another problem that I have, it's I keep making big portions and I can't finish them in one sitting, and then I just have to put them in the fridge and eat the leftovers, which usually contains eggs, so that's pretty yucky, but yeah, I track them, so I still gotta eat them. I keep fasting because I'm just lazy, because I know, yeah, I have to track, I have to cook. I'm not really in the mood for that, and I usually just fast to around, I don't know, 4 5 p.m. And yeah, usually my stomach at this point is not big enough to handle 2k calories in what, 4 hours, 6 hours. Too much for me. Now some good news, at least for me. I started taking better care of myself, as in hygiene. I started shaving. I always loved shaving, and I thought, yeah, this will help me at least these times. I actually plan to shave once every 2 3 days to keep myself smooth, and because as you guys saw last time, beard is kind of patchy and kind of small, so I started some minoxidil treatment. I did it around 2 years ago, but I wasn't really able to consistently apply it. Now I'm trying to build a habit. In the morning, yeah, I brush my teeth. I wash my face, apply some moisturizer. Yeah, I started moisturizing too. It's a good habit. Mentally, you're thinking, yeah, I'm taking care of myself, and that helps a lot, because this week the isolation really started kicking in, and it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, I used to play a lot of games or watch, I don't know, things on Netflix or something, or maybe try to read a book. Nothing. I can really concentrate on anything. So usually I just struggle a bit to watch 5 seconds or play 10 minutes, but yeah, no dopamine here, no nothing, no fun. I just get bored. But I do try to stay at least consistent during these times. And I kept thinking to myself, come on, man. It's only like, what, 10 more days? And let's hope this cast will be taken off, because the only thing I want to do right now is to get outside. I actually did go outside once during these 2 weeks. It was with a friend, a night drive, because it's a really pain in the ass to walk with only one crutch. And yeah, I live in apartments and I have to climb stairs, which is another pain in the ass. And more funny enough, I do have an issue in my apartment. Some some people keep forgetting the elevator door open, and around, I don't know, floor 7, I think, if I remember correctly. And I was lucky I have the number of a neighbor. Otherwise, I would have been struggling to climb all of these stairs with just one crutch for a few hours at least. But yeah, this wasn't the first time that happened. I remember in my past, I tried to do a lot of stuff, including some combat sports, which were actually fun, but again, big eye. it was really hard for me because yeah, you just train with the body weight, but it was fun. It was exhausting, but it was one of my peaceful times in my life. I actually remember coming from the training and being so bliss. I don't know, just bliss. I was at peace with everything. And I think it really showed on my face because I have a really resting bitch face. And it really showed that I was very relaxed on my face because people usually don't talk with me, especially strangers. But always, almost always, not all the time. But I don't know why some people just wanted to strike up a conversation, I don't know, with the metro or something. When I'm not sure why, maybe it was just on my face that I was calm. Yeah, good times. I actually wanna start doing that again after my foot heals, but I have to be careful. I wanna to take it really slow. Quit combat sports mostly because of an injury, but it was actually exhausting. It was one of the good times I like to remember. I was really fired up. That time I was cutting down weight, I was hitting the gym consistently, I was going to the therapist and going in combat training. It took a lot of toll on my body because I didn't really have much time to sleep some of the days, at least. A lot of my schedule, not including work, of course. And in the problem, I loved to drink. It made me feel, I don't know, I guess careless. Like when I was drunk, nothing mattered that much, and it was a coping mechanism at that time. But I remember when I really started this lifestyle, man, I really quit it because I remember I thought to myself every day, if I only have one drink that is gonna slow down my recovery, I'm down for it. That was actually nice, I liked it. It helped me be more disciplined, more calm, get rid of my bad habits. This is why I wanna start again. But it's just an idea, I don't wanna rush it. And this time I wanna take it really slow. I'm gonna start, but I wanna do at least one session a week, at least for the beginning. And as I start to lose more weight and my body adapts, I'll start putting in more sessions every week. This sounds good for me. The sleep part is very tiring. I mean, it's like a fever dream. Days just come and go. I don't even realize when they're finished. I sit around, I don't really do much except, I don't know, my training and the tracking. Maybe doom scroll here, read something there, but not really relevant. And even I wanna start studying for courses, but right now, as I'm struggling mentally, rough. Remember I cooked a big batch of chili and I really struggled to finish it before it went bad. I actually was underwhelmed because I did not manage to drain any fat from it, but it was fine. I actually had 2 packs of ground beef, one was 10% fat, one was 20% fat maximum. Maybe that's why, a little bit less fat. But the macros were not incredible on the chili, but it was quite tasty. So yeah, why not? I ate protein around it anyway. I kept training steadily, as I said, adding 1 rep at least for the push-ups, which I don't know if because of the lack of sleep, proper sleep, calorie deficit started feeling, but I started struggling a lot on the push-ups. Doesn't matter, I still finish them. One problem that kept occurring, man, I can't count. I kept adding 1 rep just in case. For example, I kept telling myself when I done the push-ups, because I start counting them and then just dissociate. I think I did 19 and actually I did 20. Kind of a good problem to have. I actually have a bit of soreness now. Not much, but if I just keep the push-ups every day. Another problem, I keep dissociating with the training. Yeah, okay, I miss counting on push-ups. Then the rice bucket, I still feel a pump, but I'm not really into it. The gripper though, it was another kind of problem. It was already difficult as it was. And I stopped trying to just add one meaningless rep because I didn't felt any progress and started doing fewer reps, but tried to hold the tension for at the very least 2 to 3 seconds. Even though realistically, as I remember, it was like I would have held 5 seconds the first and the second rep, and then my strength got worse and I didn't really grip it as much as I could. I think I did a bit of progress. Hold up. A bit of progress with the gripper this week, but I'm not that sure. I'll just do one here when I did not train today, by the way. Just to see. How do I position myself? Yeah, I hope it was progress. An interesting thing to do actually. I'll do one grip rep every end of the week just to see if I really progressed a bit or not. Took a 2-day break from the grip because on my left arm, it's actually, of course, because it's my non-dominant hand, it's weaker than my right, and I started having weird aches, pains around this part. And I said, yeah, I don't want to fuck up my arm too, man. I'm good. I'm just gonna stop it for now. That was a bit of overtraining to actually do all of this just for the grip or the forearm every day. I'm just gonna keep doing them, but if something hurts and it doesn't feel like muscle soreness, I'm gonna stop for a day or two. Let's see where this goes. See you next week.